Yassine Razi, who works at a washing bay near Chiseka Market, is one of the beneficiaries in Kampala who received 102,425 shillings from the government to help him buy something to eat during the 42-day lockdown. The government developed the plan to assist all people deemed vulnerable during the current COVID-19 lockdown, including saloon workers, taxi drivers, and boda riders, among others. With less than 3 weeks to the end of the lockdown, the Ministry of Gender says they are wrapping up the registration and dispatch process of the 100,000 shillings to over 500,000 beneficiaries. The money will be going to the vulnerable people in 42 municipalities across the country. By end of today, 100,000 people are expected to receive their money. According to the Permanent Secretary to the Ministry of Gender, Aggrey David Kibenge, most of the beneficiaries are boda riders and teachers from private schools. The municipalities which have received the funds include Kumi, Rukunjiri, Kisoro, Gulu and Nansana, among others.
Because we also said we are going to target those people, those workers in restaurants, in bars, and it is a family business. The man perhaps is the one running that restaurant, the wife is the one at the counter, the children are employees in that restaurant. Once they register, we expect that if all of them are in one household, reside in one household, we will take only one beneficiary because we are targeting households. So while we are targeting individual beneficiaries, yes, in the informal sector, but it is one per household.
Registering the vulnerable people who are supposed to be receiving 100,000 shillings. The list is always generated from the district and given to the data entry clerks who also ensure that they register or upload these lists into the data system using a criteria where these names must match the NIN and also the telephone number. Therefore, it has taken a longer time than expected, especially for Kampala, to have all the people registered or entered into the system. And the Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Gender said that if the clerks were working both day and night, it could have taken a shorter time. So why haven't they given that instruction to ensure that happens so that they save time?
That choice is to be made by the town clerks because they are the commanders of this operation at municipality, at city level. Authorities with the town clerks. We gave all the other town clerks for municipalities and cities minus Kampala, we gave them 4 million Uganda shillings each to be used to facilitate the exercise.
Kibenge warned the beneficiaries against fraudsters who want to take advantage of the initiative.
Yesterday, I personally received a call from somebody who claimed that he was calling from Airtel and wanted to advise on how my account, whatever. I didn't even allow him to complete because I'm past that point. You cannot start telling me those kind of stories. The moment you tell me that you have a system problem in Airtel and you want to engage me, I will say, no, for me, I don't have that kind of problem, and I'll put you off. But how about somebody out there, some of these beneficiaries getting those kind of calls and being asked either their mobile PIN numbers and so on and so forth, that kind of information.
The ministry intends to complete disbursing the funds to the beneficiaries by Wednesday. Kibenge explained how they intend to support those vulnerable people who do not have identification cards, a major prerequisite during registration.
For anybody without a telephone, we had said Post Bank, and we agreed with them, and I've signed an MOU with Post Bank. We agreed Post Bank would drive to those places. They do it when they are paying money for the elderly. They go to all corners of this country with their mobile vans, and they set up at either sub-county level or at a convenient point for these people to come and be paid their money.
Government will spend at least 1.2 billion shillings on the withdrawal of the 54 billion shillings allocated for the relief. The banks will also make 500 million shillings from charging 1,000 for every beneficiary's deposit before it is routed to the telecom companies. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV.